What's going on, guys? Welcome back. More NFL Madden 15 commentary, PS4. Do me a favor, take a moment, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comments section, Twitter, shutdown safety is my username. Want to take a look at this online gameplay myself, BB Resurrect, talk a little bit about the secondary reactions, the safety play in this game. And before I do that, I want to go ahead and just load up, now that we've seen the play at speed, the Coach Me app, and take a look at how I expect the AI in this game to react. Alright, so here we are taking a look at essentially what the play we have here is. And just to play it slightly here, when we go back and we take a look at where we are right now, as the safety, you have to be looking at these two keys. You have to understand what's going on down here with this wide receiver. Is this wide receiver running anything shallow? Is he running a curl? Is he running a slant? Anything that you're going to have to be concerned with in terms of coming down and aiding. The other thing you have to focus on is what's going on right here. Obviously, you can see at this point, like you're going to see in the game, the wide receiver has gotten past the bump of the corner, and the distance between them is going to start to separate. At that point, you have to understand that your responsibility is the back end of this field and making sure that no one gets deeper than you. So you need to, at some point, not extend yourself down at all, but make sure that you're pedaling over to the point where you're protecting that side of the field. Let the sideline be an extra defender to kind of guide that player out. What you can't have happen is let him run and get behind you, because once you do, that basically eliminates your position on the field. You're meant to control the back half of the field and make sure that no one gets behind you. All right, so back to the play here. We go over, we take a look at the safety, and we just watch what's going on in front of him. And there really is some good procedure right here. I mean, at this point, you can see he's still kind of keying in on the quarterback. He's looking where the quarterback is, and that's actually a really good thing because this is a play action. And then at this point is where things kind of start to go downhill. So as he looks over, you can see procedurally, he's looking at the wide receiver. And as we talked about in the app, you can take a look in front of him and see that the wide receiver here has sat down on a curl. And there's really no one else other than the halfback for him to be concerned with. And as a safety, obviously, his responsibility is the back end of this field and making sure that no one gets behind him. Which is why I don't understand, with Avery having really beat the defensive back from the snap, why he's not reacting to this much faster. He continues to backpedal here really until Avery, who's in full stride, basically gets about 5 yards away from him, and then he decides to open up his hips. Now, the other interesting thing is the animation transition here, because I know this doesn't look like much, and at speed, if you're watching it, you're probably not even going to notice it. But he does just the slightest stutter right here. And I know, again, it seems very subtle, it seems very innocent, but when you take a look at how much ground is lost when this happens, as Avery actually runs away from the safety, it really is where the play is made and lost. And, you know, for what it's worth, when I take user control of him here, you know, I'm trying to automatically correct that angle and get him pushed back out. But at that point, it's too late. You know, the only thing you can do is hope for a low pass or maybe, you know, some random deflection from that leaping cornerback. And obviously, you know, the end result is both players essentially fall down. Avery's actually able to go up and stop before walking into the end zone. But again, just to watch it from his perspective, there is procedural awareness in terms of looking at what's going on, but there really isn't the football fundamentals of trying to make the play correctly like you expect from a professional NFL player. If he misses a deflection but he's close, that's one thing, but to execute football this way, to me, that's totally different. Love to know your opinions on this. Appreciate you checking it out. Back in the week with more content.